Hello there, Vic Benedict here. We're playing Gears of War 3 on the Series X, and this is my insane difficulty guide and walkthrough. We're currently on Act 2-5. It is entitled Hijack. So at the beginning here, you have some Shriekers to deal with, a couple of the Savage Locust, and it's kind of a difficult situation because you're just immediately thrown to the dogs. Now, I have inherited a boom shot and a long shot from the previous stage. If you are looking for the long shot, there's one right at the beginning on one of the pieces of cover, so you can pick that up. The next spawn occurs in relation to where you are. So these enemies are spawning up here because I'm up here. If you go down below in that tunnel area, they'll spawn down there. So it just depends on where you're at. Now I'm going to use the boom shot to destroy this big box over here, because I want to throw some incendiaries at the abseiling Theron guards over here, and that box was in the way. So the thing about this chapter is I really like this chapter. This first two-phase fight is really enjoyable. The second fight is a little RNG based, and it is it's going to be as hard as you choose to make it. And what I mean by that is you really need to have the proper weapons. What I would deem to be the proper weapons, without question, you want to have the torque bow. And when I mention these, obviously have them maxed out. So maxed out torque bow, maxed out retro lancer or lancer. I wanted the lancer, but I couldn't find one on the stage anywhere. But the retro lancer is probably better. The reason I wanted the lancer is because sometimes on the second fight, the Theron guards can rush you, and for any of those chaotic moments, chainsawing them can help. But since you could get staggered by something else and have the chainsaw lower, you never know. But there is going to be a retro lancer coming up in just a moment. So this is the first segment of the fight cleared. The second phase starts in the other side. The good thing is, though, is that you do not get rushed by these enemies. There's going to be some more Shriekers on the other side. There's going to be 2 diggers, as well as some Theron guards. Now, even though the diggers don't rush you, you can be damn sure that their weapon will seek you out and travel as far as it needs to put you down. And I would also recommend having the incendiaries. I don't bother giving my teammates any weapons. In fact, when you see me get to the second fight, you'll see them having just complete like Boltox and snubs and just miscellaneous junk, because I was just trying to test and see how it would be. But the long shot, as you can just see there, very indispensable in sniping that Theron that is on the retro lancer turret. And then he doesn't get anybody else. Nobody else will jump on the turret. It's just that guy. But there will be more Therons that you will and should fight from far away and use the long shot for. Now there's no shortage of torque bows over here. There is one boom shot in a so I don't know if you'd call it a secret room or anything. It's kind of obvious, but there is a boom shot. I would not recommend taking the boom shot into the final fight. I would not recommend giving the boom shot to your teammates for these following reasons. There's a piece of cover that I would recommend that you avail yourself on this fight that's coming up, and if you aim around it using the boom shot, you get killed every time. So I've been killed more to my own booms than any projectile from a gas barge or a shotgun or a torque bow round from a Theron guard. It's kind of ridiculous when you're the one that's killing you more than the enemies are. And I don't like giving it to the teammates because I don't trust them not to kill me with a boom shot. So just be very careful here. We just have one more enemy to deal with. I think it's just this last guy, but he's being flighty. So I'll show you exactly where that room is in just a second once we get up here. But yeah, I tested not giving my teammates any good weapons, and it was just perfectly fine. Oh, I also mentioned, so on insane difficulty, the number of passes and drop-offs for the enemies is at the highest. So on insane difficulty, just in case you're worried that this is not on insane difficulty, the gas barge does 8 drop-offs of Theron guards, and each drop-off is 2 Theron guards for a total of 16. So feel free to count all of those drop-offs, and it will definitely total 8. And so that definitely proves that it's on insane. So you need not worry. So the room back here over here, I'm not going to be picking up anything out of it. I don't think. I'm just going to show you that there is a boom shot in here, and you know, I would avoid that. But if you do need some incendiaries, there's an incendiary pickup over there. And then I'm going to be looting off camera. So the checkpoint is pretty poor as well for the final segment, and the platform that you're on is very small, and it's a slap in the face too, because not only is the cover pretty scant and questionable, but some of the cover isn't really cover because it's destructible cover, and sometimes you just won't. I mean, sometimes you just won't even have any fucking cover, so it's just ludicrous. But I'll definitely show you the pieces of cover that I do prefer. It is important. It's not vital, or it's not necessary, but it can help to shoot the abseiling Theron guards as they're landing, because there's going to be 2 that get dropped off every time, and if you can nail one in the air before he lands, 50% of your problem for that particular drop off is therefore taken care of. But the problem is it's not easy to hit them when they're coming down. This piece of cover right here, say for instance I had a boom shot and I was aiming around it, you would get killed every time. It's ridiculous, but the torque bow doesn't have that issue. So I think they're going to start now. There's the first drop off. I was able to kill one of the abseilers, and basically you always want to be keeping the center portion of the overhang in between you and the barge at all times, and you want to do about 1 shot and then move on, because as soon as the barge drops off the guards, it's going to be starting to circle around again, and it's just very important. You got to make your shots count, and you have to be continually moving. You know, fire 1 good shot and then go to the next piece of cover. Hopefully your fucking teammates don't get right in your goddamn way as they did right there. Always love that. It's always extremely helpful. But the teammates, you know, they can help as much as they can hinder. They hindered me over here because one of them used a smoke bomb, and I actually survive even though there was a Theron guard in the smoke. Oh, there's a nice headshot. There was one Theron. See this? I can't see the Theron guard, but there's a Theron guard in that smoke, and I think the only reason he didn't kill me, besides maybe just plain old luck, is that the smoke grenade was screening my position, and making me harder to hit. But see, that guy was there the whole time. a moment ago when I was dealing with the most previous drop off. He was behind me the whole time in that smoke, and only by the grace of the game did I not get instantly killed by something terrible. So I'm gonna switch to my retro lancer because I'm getting rushed a little bit, and I don't know what drop off we're on, but once it does alight, I'm not sure if this is the point that it alights. No, we've got at least we should be on the 6th drop off. Oh, there we go. I was able to kill another abseiler. Try your best to do that. I know it's difficult, but it can really help out. It really can. Okay, so this should be the 8th drop off over here. And surprisingly, I did this 2 or 3 times, and like 2 or 3 times that resulted in a success. And during all the hours that I was doing it in, I rarely got killed by any of the projectiles from the gas barge. Go figure. I don't know. I guess it's the cover that I'm using, but that guy had a boom shot, and I would avoid picking it up. Okay, so now the gas barge has a lit over here, and these oh, be very careful. You do not get a checkpoint right now, and you've got more guys with torque bows, and I've never seen these guys rush in this sort of aggressive manner over here. They're more aggressive than I've ever seen them be. But the thing is, there's about 3 Theron guards that can come out, and then there's also 1 or 2, possibly just 1 Theron guard that will be on a random turret. But these are not the type. See, there's one right there. That's a turret. That's 1 turret there, and then there's another turret over here. So it's random which turret the Theron guard will be on. But do you see these turrets? These are not the type of turrets that will shoot machine gun fire at you. As you'll see in the next video, those are boom shot turrets that they cannot use. So there's no threat of them killing you, but you need to be careful of anybody else that might be hiding in any particular spot unbeknownst to you. So that is it. A very tricky and demanding encounter, and an overall beautiful chapter, but damn is it difficult. So I hope you don't have too many problems with it. It does come down to luck quite a bit, which is unfortunate. So I will see you in 2-6, and until we see each other over there, please continue to take care.